A bill to rename the entire stretch of State Road 80 from Palm Beach County to Lee County after President Donald Trump is heading to the governor's desk. This comes after a 4-mile stretch of Southern Boulevard was named after the president earlier this year. Our Jay Jarvis is live in West Palm Beach along State Road 80, and JD spoke with residents about what they think of the possible name change.
Yeah, that's right, Felicia. We spoke to a lot of people today. Not everyone necessarily wanted to go on camera, but we did hear a lot of answers. Some people are for it, others are against it, and others are indifferent.
It's definitely, in my opinion, I think it's a really good thing. He's brought a lot of necessary changes that we need.
State Road 80, which is better known as Southern Boulevard in Palm Beach County, could soon bear a new name, President Donald J. Trump Highway. Senate Bill 628 is heading to Governor Ron DeSantis' desk, and if he signs it, 125 miles of the road from Palm Beach to Lee County will be named after Trump.
I think it's the most absolute ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
The road passes through LaBelle, Clewiston, South Bay, Belglade, Wellington, and out to Palm Beach. In January, a 4-mile stretch of Southern Boulevard from Palm Beach International Airport to Mar-a-Lago was renamed President Donald J. Trump Boulevard. We spoke to local residents about if they think DeSantis should sign or veto the bill.
If I was speaking to him right now, I would say let's do it. It's a kind of a hopeful thing, I'd say, for someone who's been born and raised here.
I think it's ridiculous. He doesn't deserve it. He has not done what he said he was going to do, and why name it after him?
And this measure to rename State Road 80 is part of a larger transportation package that would rename other roads and facilities statewide. Reporting live tonight in West Palm Beach, Jay Jarvis, WPBF 25 News.